Yeah, and that was the theme. That was the theme. That was actually where I met Kyle and Aaron. Really? First time. And I didn't remember. I think I already knew. Yeah. We'll see him again once in a while. Sure. Well, that's why Aaron is so loud. It's not the truth. Yeah, they do.
What's that?
Oh, okay.
Make sure somebody's on there.
Okay. So I'll just do it.
You know what? We can Did you get back on?
That sounds like
Okay, good evening, folks.
Yay!
We're starting a little late, but you know, the best plans. That's what it works. Has anybody here ever made a game in the game jam before?
no, never.
Not this.
Cool. Awesome. So we have the mix, actually. That's really good. So everybody who just raised their hand is going to be a mentor for everybody who didn't raise their hand. Has anybody never made a game before in their life? Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. So I love having newbies. Who was a newbie last year at this time? Okay, so there we go. So that's kind of the wheel or circle of life that we have here at the game jams. And that's why I love doing these, because we get awesome people coming in with just creative ideas and try to do new things and innovative approaches. So if you Google and find like games that have been made and taken on, brought onto Steam and consoles from game jams, there's actually quite a surprising number. And so that, again, we hope that either you're coming here as a hobbyist and just have fun, or who knows, maybe it turns into your next gig or your current gig, and you make a professional living out of this. But either way, welcome everybody. My name is Ben Reichert. I'm a professor here at the University of Advancing Technology. I'm also the founder of Game Collab. I'll talk a little bit about that before we get started, but yeah, basically I want everybody to just kind of relax and have a good time and have fun for the next 48 hours. No stress. It is kind of a time thing, but the best way to look at it is just do it as you can. You know, I've seen big games and small games happen from these things. So without further ado, let me just get started here. So first and foremost, this is the Global Game Jam, and this is 2016. Makes sense. So we've been doing these. I've hosted these for the last 3 years. This is the first time I've done it at UAT. I did it at ASU twice before that. Every year, this thing gets bigger and bigger and bigger. This year, we are on all continents. You are a group of, actually, let's say again, we are a group of one of 600 plus locations. I'm pretty sure they gave me these numbers before today. So 600 locations, 30,000 jammers, and they expect about 5,000 games to be made over this weekend. Now that's pretty cool. I mean, if you think about, when you're trolling on Steam or anywhere else, and how many games are out there, just in one weekend we're going to be accomplishing this. So that's awesome. The cool thing about how we all stay together with this Global Game Jam, what kind of the glue that keeps all these sites together, is the theme. So you'll all hear the theme. I'll reveal it at the very end. However, so one little disclaimer: we are one of the later jams because we were just because of our location. We just started yesterday afternoon, evening, but we cannot tweet or place on social media what the theme is until after 5 p.m. Hawaii time. So Hawaii is the last location. Yeah, it's exotic. But yeah, so until then, keep it to yourself. After that, you can say whatever the heck you want. You can love it or hate it. I mean, themes in the past have caused some controversy, but it's always the theme. And that's kind of, again, what keeps us all together with this. Diversifiers, they've started this a couple years ago. This is a concept where you can kind of look. They've got 24 of them this time. I think I can just pop it up here. Just to give you an idea. But if you choose one of these, so you can do it on top of your theme, we've got this year comic book colors, Lego Got It Right, Bard's Tale, local game for local people. That's interesting. Where in the World Is, crowdsourced, No Retreat, No Surrender, Capture and Place, Bluetooth connectivity, Take Control, Marco Polo, Gandhi's Game, One Hand, blah, blah, blah. Take a look online. You can go to up here to Global Game Jams, and actually just, if you're like me and you always forget, just type in search, type in diversifiers, and you'll see these. There's no real extra prize for this. It just helps you kind of give you a constraint, which sometimes helps with creativity. And also it'll help make it easier to search later on when your game is on the website. We will, however, have a different diversifier later, and Tristan will tell us about that, but we'll be a local diversifier here that we're really excited about. Here we go. Next, tools. So especially if you've never done this before, you might be wondering, how do you get started, or where do I begin? Tools is a great place. You can check it out. They have Jammer resources here. Another one is Ludum Dare, also has really good tools for jammers. And you've got everything here from all the different engines to art, books, videos, and things like this. There was also a list that we'll get around, Austin reminded me, of all different kind of assets and things that you can pull up for. So for example, if you're making a game and you're not an artist, these are all free assets that you can put into your game and make it look better than programmer art. Enough said. And then social media. So we're going to be, these are kind of our hashtags. So if you guys want to push things out, again, I encourage taking pictures. I encourage putting on social media. Do all kinds of things that you can to really bring and shine light on this, because if the more we do that, the more people will see this, especially locals, and we can get sponsorship and keep doing these and keep it alive and going. So Game Collab, again, kind of how we do this is through sponsorship. None of us are getting paid. This is all volunteer work. But Game Collab itself is a video game incubator and community advocate. So we help local developers kind of figure out some of the things that they weren't always thinking about, like business or marketing. We connect them with government officials, with other developers in the Valley. We do events like this, Game Jam. We do showcases like at Comic-Con last year. We'll do another one this year, so get ready for that. Right?
Yes.
And we also do mixers. So once in a while, every other week, or every month, sorry, we'll do a mixer, kind of bring people together. We're going to actually do another demo night on February 26th. So join us for that demo mixer. And then also we have on our website both kind of a AZ game directory. So if you're looking for other developers in the Valley or in Arizona, we've got a big list there of almost 70, something like that. So actually more out there than we ever thought. And our idea is just let's put them all in one place so people can find them. And then at AZ Game Store, where we want to highlight the games being made again in the Valley and beyond, and put them on there. We're not a publisher of any kind. We're not taking profits and such, but we just want to highlight it. So it's just there, links to your game store wherever you're selling it, and again, it's just creating awareness. So, want to thank first and foremost, obviously, our sponsors. So we have Tobii, GoDaddy, Axosoft, UAT, of course, for the wonderful space. Game loading winners will be receiving copies of the game loading documentary, as well as copies of Never Alone. If you guys ever played that game, it's by Eline Media. They're also located here in Phoenix, with a studio up in Seattle as well. So Tobii's got some really awesome eye tracking technology, and again, Tristan will talk about that tonight and how you might be able to implement that with your game. And some diversifiers. And GoDaddy, Brad's going to talk to us. And I'm still waiting for David from Axosoft to join us. When he gets here, we'll have him jump in, but we might have to just kind of recalculate a little bit our speaker. And I know the next big thing you guys want to know about is food, right? So yes, there will be food. We have, again, thanks to our sponsors. We'll have, this is kind of snacks and water will always be present. If it runs out, talk to one of the volunteers about it. Saturday, at 9:30, we'll have kind of a brunch thing, what do we have? Like bagels and coffee and orange juice, things like that. And then on Saturday, we'll do early dinner. Sunday, again, brunch, and then an early dinner. So, yeah, that's probably the most important picture you need to take all weekend, so you know when to be here, when to refuel.
So no food tonight?
There are snacks tonight.
Other than snacks?
Yeah. So schedule. This is kind of how it's going to go down. This is today. So again, thank you and welcome. I have Marshall when he arrives. Not this Marshall, actually. That's curious. Hi, Marshall. A different Marshall arrived. We'll have Marshall come, who wants to talk about his experiences in previous jams. Actually, this Marshall does. And then Brad talk to us. So in that fact, we might just skip you after the presentation here. And then David will talk about Axosoft, Tristan about Tobii. Then we'll do the keynote, and it's a video about a little less than 20 minutes, which will reveal the theme. And then from there, we'll begin, we'll group into teams and begin jamming. I just wanted to show this picture because I long for this. When I first jammed like 5 years ago in Antwerp, Belgium, I actually was told to bring a sleeping bag. And I drove like hours to get there, and I slept there. I stayed there for 48 hours. And since then, they send me this picture, but they have gotten sponsors to donate tents. So I think it's pretty cool. But you're more than welcome to go home. You don't have to stay here.
Do you have those tents?
I do not. No. You want one?
Yeah.
Next year. We'll get some sponsors for tents. Anybody know anybody that might sponsor tents next year? We'll find somebody. So Saturday, the only thing I'm really asking for on Saturday is that you get your team, you basically get signed into the Global Game Jam website and set up for your game for your team on that website. Every year it's a little bit different, but that needs to happen by noon so that you're kind of set in there. And then just so you know, the UAT Tech Trek will be happening on, I guess I say all day. I don't think it's all day, but basically it's for new and prospective students here at UAT. We offer this time where professors set up kind of mock classes and give them opportunities to talk to student services and things. So if you are interested in UAT and potentially going to school here, it's a great opportunity for that. I literally did not line it up for that, but UAT is very happy that I'm doing this at the same time. So take advantage if you want, otherwise just keep jamming. Have fun, make a game. Oh, and the reason I have a picture of the Commons there is because that's where I'd like you to stay. So here on campus, I'd like everybody, yes, you guys too. Who says I was looking at you? But apparently you wanted to say it. Need to jam there, again, because they're going to be using the classrooms for this other tech track and stuff. And wanted to keep everybody in kind of an area because again, for me, the mentorship side of things is really important. Just kind of this understanding of what to do and talking to the person next to you and just seeing where they're at goes a long way. So try to stay in that area.
And
yeah.
what about all the loud people playing League of Legends?
Oh, you can kick them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
If you're like, you're loud, get out of here. You can do that.
That'd be fun.
I do that all the time. Sunday. So this is kind of the last of it, but kind of one of the more interesting parts where you get to show off what you've created. So the deadline is 3 p.m. You need to submit your final build, and the submission guidelines are online, and ask any of the volunteers. We'll have a link to that as well. But if you go to, I think it's organizers, if you just search organizers on the Game Jam website, you'll be able to find how to submit. Once that's submitted, then what we want you to do is we want you to set up a demo of your game. So build an executable, put it on a computer, either one that you're using in the Commons or another one out there, if you were using your own computer. Actually, you can even keep it on your own computer if you want to. Just a way so that people can walk around and play your games. That's what we want to do. So you're going to play each other's games, and then we're going to take a group photo. In fact, actually, I'm going to probably have everybody go take a group photo now, just because I want to send something on Slack so other places around the world know that Phoenix is doing something. But we'll do another one at 3:30 on Sunday. And then from 4:30 to 5:30, we'll do the public game demo. So you're more than welcome to invite anybody you want to come down and play the games. That's also the time that the judges are going to come down. So we have 12 judges. They'll all come and they'll play your games. And then after that, we'll meet here again. And as a team, you're going to do a quick presentation, just super quick, post-mortem about the process. I don't want you to do a game demo kind of build review thing like this. I want you to just do one slide. This is our team. This is what we did. This is what we enjoyed the most, kind of thing. And then the judges will vote. And then after that, we'll have award ceremony. So the awards are really exciting. We've got cash awards, a couple $100 for first and second place, as well as I mentioned the games and the documentaries, and some diversifier prizes as well. So there's some cool stuff to be won. I hope that helps motivate. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're just like, whatever. Just want to make a game. If you have any questions, ask a volunteer. This is not one of our volunteers, but he's cool, so I put him on there. All of our volunteers should act like that, and if you don't, talk to me. If you have any questions, talk to them. They will be here on site today until midnight, and we've got them Saturday from 9 until midnight, and then on Sunday from 9 until the end of the event, probably around 7 to 8 o'clock. After hours, when nobody's here, we will have a sheet that will basically tell you who you can contact and what kind of, basically who you can contact, and in case of emergency kind of thing. The building, so you know, is always open, but there are security guards. So go through this door over here where the security is. They lock the other doors usually. So again, we kind of do this volunteer, and this time around, we also didn't know how many of jammers there would be and what sizes y'all would be. So we decided not to buy T-shirts ahead of time. Instead, you can get them on Amazon. Part of the proceeds go to us, the rest goes to Amazon, but whatever, they make T-shirts and you can order them one at a time if you want. So we do have a Game Jam T-shirt on there, and also just those straight up Game Collab T-shirts. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know. You can also just search on Amazon. But again, it helps us kind of keep all these kind of exciting events going. So before I do this, because I know all of you want me to press this button and just get over with it. Let's hear from our sponsors. So, Brad, if you please come up.
You guys hear me all right? Yeah. Cool. So, as Ben mentioned, my name is Brad Fiddler. I'm a dev manager over at GoDaddy. I work in our hosting department, and I'm here. This will be really brief and mostly painless, just to raise awareness about a product that we're releasing, and ask any questions or answer any questions you might have as a result of what you're about to see. So, GoDaddy Cloud Servers is basically a simplified version of what like Amazon Web Services is. It's got a lot easier billing model. But one of the main features of the product, which is different from any of the other GoDaddy products that we offer, is that it is utility billing based, so you just pay for what you use. We have a publicly consumable API, and part of the one of the goals that we set out when we built this product was to make it super simple. So if you want to automate deploying servers out into the internet, support gaming or whatever it is that you're working on. We have a really simple, easy to use API. And it's really, really quick. So we actually built this product on top of OpenStack, which is open source cloud system. Everything from image storage to provisioning, all sorts of stuff. So we run KVM virtual machines, and you can be up and running within less than a minute. We are at this point in time in what we call limited availability. So this product exists on our website. We aren't actually driving any traffic to it right now, but if you were on our website, you can see it, you can buy it, you can tinker around with it. We are going to go to general availability on March 7th. So that is our date that we are going live. And by that time, I have to have all that work on the left-hand side done, your right-hand side. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that you can go up there if you need a Rails system or Node system. You can just go up there, one click, say I need this, and within a minute you'll have it up and running for you to consume. If you only need it for 4 or 5 hours, when you're done, you destroy it, and you just get you just pay for what you used. So those aren't quite there yet, but they will be in the coming weeks, and then they better be by March 7th, or I might do a pretty good job. So one of the questions that we get asked is why is GoDaddy building a product like this? This is a little bit different than what we typically do. I stole this off of our website. It's part of our vision, our mission statement. So the lion's share of GoDaddy customers are small businesses, and small businesses can be sole proprietary to just a couple of employees. But what we've learned over the years is that a lot of the people who actually do the work for these companies are developers. People like you, people like me. And so we wanted to build a product that the developers would use to support small businesses in the area. And so I was really excited to work on this project because I wanted to build a product that I would use that GoDaddy offers. So this is definitely one. I do a little bit of moonlighting on the side, and so I use this product all the time. So that's why we built it. It's a little bit different than we've done in the past, but that's why I'm out here just kind of educating and let you guys know that it exists. So right now, we support all of these Linux distros. If you're not a Linux guy or a Mac guy, you might be asking, where's Windows? Windows is coming. It is slated to be ready by GA with an asterisk. It might not be ready by GA. So if it isn't ready, then it will be ready shortly after. But we do have it available if anybody wants to take a look at it and play around with it and give us some feedback. I'm going to give you some info here in a minute to how to do that, but we can actually flip it on for you if you want to be an early adopter and just basically give us some feedback, let us know what you think about it. And so we keep these images up to date. We're also going to bring 3BSD on for the Linux guys out there. That will hopefully be ready by March 7th as well. So here's the cool part. So one of the things that we love about the community here is that we want feedback on our products. We want to make them better. We want them to be the best. So if this interests you at all, go ahead and go to cloud.godaddy.com and sign up for an account. And then you can email me. That's my email address there. And just email me, give me the email address that you use to sign up for your account. And if you spin up a server, I will credit that server to you for 30 days. So you can test drive it out. And if you like it, you can continue to use it. If not, don't. But one of the things that we would really appreciate is if you just give us some feedback. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. And we're super interactive group of developers, and so there's a user voice site on cloud.godaddy.com, and so we interact in there and we'll answer your questions and all sorts of stuff like that. So if it interests you, go ahead and hop on there. And that was it. So if you guys have any questions, I will try to answer them. I perfectly articulated myself. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brad. Awesome. So again, GoDaddy is a sponsor. They've offered really generous sponsorship. So can you give another round for Brad and GoDaddy? So normally, let's see what I have here. So normally I had David and Marshall, but none of them showed up. Marshall, David, that's fine. So Tristan,
Okay.
come on down.
I was trying to avoid destroying other people's presentations, so I gotta actually open it up real quick. This was actually starting at the right time.
That's how life works, right?
That was the plan, right? You guys excited to jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, get on with it.